I was able to retrofit the fucking throttle cable from the OBS to fit in this original clip. Goes in here. Out the other side, keeping the original Studebaker pedal that was touched to his floor. So we have accelerator pedal, painted all black, more or less, you know. I gotta run all these fucking rusty ass welds. But floor's pretty much done. Throttle, got a seam seal, grind, clean up, you know, but hell yeah. Remember that the engine's sitting like 4 or 5 inches back, so we had to create this little tunnel, but we still have a fucking foot space, so I'm pretty happy with it. Both pedals are at the same height. Here's the conundrum with the wagon. When my brother had it, we had replaced the tank. It's a brand new fucking tank, but the entrance on this tank is sideways like that, so it sucks because it didn't have a top, a cap. It didn't have a cap on it, so hella fucking water went inside. The tank is full with water now, and it's not running good. So I have to figure out a way to fucking drain it. Hopefully without having to drain the tank. So I came to the easiest conclusion of pulling the line, and I'm gonna put this drain tank here to get all the water out of the tank with the pump while I fill the bowl with fuel here. Some old ass fuel too that I had on my rat. Rat's been sitting. I think this is all the water that came out. But I ran it for a little while. The idling is fucking wild on this. It's fucking high idle. I'm not really sure how this old school truck works here. I think that's the way it's supposed to be. Alright. Running off the gas in the bowl. It's about to run out of gas. That fucking pipes broke on the trailer when I brought it, so I gotta put those new pipes. So it's kind of whack, but it's about to run out of gas. I'm just trying to drain as much water out of that tank because it's full of fucking rainwater. Anyway, just for science, if you try to light up this puddle of that water in there, and it's not flammable. Like if it was gasoline, that shit would spark the fuck up. So this is water inside of it. I think because it was right under the rain gutter, when it would rain, it would just drip there. And since it has no fucking top, it's a straight shot down right here from the edge. That's why it got so fucking full. But that's a brand new tank, so. And she's running. New distributor. I got the timing good. Man, I gotta fuck with it a little bit. My next order of business would be the steering column shifter, because when I just first drove this shit home when purchased. The fucking floor shifter they had installed was garbage, and which pretty much would pop out of parking and make all these fucked up noises. So this transmission, you know, has been through some rough times. But this is a 3 on the tree setup. What I usually do, I cut this fucking ear off. This one is synced to the lever inside, and there's a flip bar right there. I don't know if you can see it or probably not. There's a flip bar that I'm going to use as a pivot point for the automatic shifter. You know, look more or less stock, and it won't be some Mickey Mouse shit. The other major problem is the fucking brakes, and it's a single cylinder juice brake, so that's pretty funky. I'm gonna leave it all stock though. I ain't really give a fuck. I just gotta replace that master cylinder, and I gotta see if any of the wheel cylinders are leaking. Get some pads on it, some new springs. It should be golden for what it is. The fucking white distributor though came in clutch. I don't know if you can see the separation here in the fluids. The bottom's the water, and that's what usually happens. The water that goes in will set it to the bottom, but the top gas is still garbage. I'm just gonna try to drain it all out, put new fuel. So I took off the shifter piece that was that way, they flipped it to put that fucking column shifter, and then I harvested this whole shit from that OBS. I think I'm gonna convert it to this type of transmission lever. That way I can just do the easiest GM one. Alright, so I did this shit. I extended the arm with this other pivot, like from a Cadillac, from a 61 that I had cut up to fix that 65 that I did the other time. So that should be parking. Parking, reverse, neutral. Now I'm missing that chrome lever on the top to be able to adjust it, but we'll see what's good. We have all the fluids. It has spark, fuel, everything. Let's see. I need to go get some transmission fluid because since I dropped the other cooler and radiator, you know, the system's slow. And I'm pretty much done with the floor. I patched that little square, triangle, trapezoid ass looking motherfucker. And finish up everything. Pretty much grounded down, seam seal and all that shit. And then a lot of people were asking me about all those self-tappers. And the self-tappers are pretty much just used to like cinch the fucking metal together. Once you weld around them, you remove it and then weld the hole in. And they're not there anymore, as you can see. I was thinking about welding in the little fucking round hole, or making it remove. About a gallon of black paint and some mineral spirits. The old gun is good. I bought another gun because they're cheap, and I gotta paint that white truck. And when you paint, I'll just get the new gun. But for the frame, I'm gonna use this motherfucker. I'm gonna paint that blasted frame that my dad blasted for that 75 square short bed. I guess to beat a dead horse, first of all, a lot of people use enamel hardener, and I don't really fuck with that. Just let it harden on its own trip. First of all. Second of all, I do 3 parts paint, 1 part reducer, so it's gonna be like 4 ounces mineral spirits, and then the rest 216 paint, or whatever math you can math. I usually do that amount because it fits in my little fucking gun real good. I don't have to fuck around and spill any. 10-4. Yeah, so I wiped it down with a fucking rag with mineral spirits, and then I'm just gonna give it all a rough one firsthand, and then I'll come in and see what the deal is. But yeah, it should be golden. Clean this gun. There's a couple little spots where some grease still be lurking. I gotta go back and scrap up little edges. Syringe. Roberta's all dirty. She's a dirty bitch.
Thank you for saving me.
This is the last frontier. I don't know, but right now I lost traction in the fucking sand. Harleys are not made to off-road. But here we are. Doing my fucking diagnostic here on the fucking this whip. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? It's the thermostat housing. It's cracked. Hell yeah. So that should be an easy fix. Hopefully the gasket and nothing fucked up on it. So I'm filling up the bowl here on the stewed. Because I seem to have a tired fuel pump. Because it only injects at high RPM. Did it right now. It's actually pumping. You see, there you go. Very little gasoline. And I checked all the fucking lines for clogs, and it has the new fuel cell and everything. So it's just probably a tired fuel pump. Want to fill up the fuel filter, and if I don't fuck with the acceleration pump, like pump it itself. Look at the radiator is fucking toasted, homie. Running like shit. ¿Se le salió todo el agua o no toda? ¿Se le salió toda ya? ¿Ya la apago? Y la tirera. So this hoe is pretty much turnkey. The bed's mounted. It's got that, if you see in there, it's that blue, is that fuel cell with the original filler. all the floor. I had to remake and seam seal it. It's all done. It has a shifter. It has brakes and accelerator pedal. We used the original Studebaker one. Fortunately, we were able to keep it. And then it has the wiring. There's a tonic wiring to keep it all clean here. It's all tucked away. And then we put a fuel filter, transmission cooler. The battery box we relocated over here and rolled it to the frame. That way it won't move on you. And then, yeah, pretty much gotta put the hood on it. Put the seat back inside. One of these fucking wasps stung me. These motherfuckers. Taking off this radiator. Because I need to go send it to get repaired. But damn, that bitch fucked me up. Like my shoulder, everything feels numb as fuck. I'm having a hard time fucking with a little weld right there so I can take that bolt out, because there's no space here in the drive shaft. I just want to remove those bolts and put bolts that aren't welded on. I think that's all it needs. I took one off from the other side. Other than the wiring and that, I really don't want to put a standalone blinkers and headlights and all that, but this was like grounded out all the systems by putting it backwards. So, you know, I'm having trouble with the blinker solenoid and the headlights, but that's going. I'm trying to put a couple hours, but here we go again. Supposedly I drained the tank, cleaned it. Then my dad drained the tank and cleaned it because water was still in the lines. So the power of gravity. She's golden. She's sexy. I gotta fix the pipes. The fucking side pipes tore off on the trailer, but I got some better side pipes for it. Oh, the key doesn't turn it off right now because all this wiring was jacked up, so to turn it off. Turn it off, I have to unplug it, I forgot. Anyway, I gotta redo all that wiring shit too.